Hey guys, welcome back to the channel on this road to 2000. This will be day 197. So let's get started. I hope everyone's had a great Christmas and Boxing Day and stuff. And if you don't follow Christmas, then I hope you've had a nice couple of days anyway. Right, okay, here we go. We've got the white pieces, so we do our English and knight c3. Here we go, g3, bishop g2. Yeah, that's cool. If they want to take, they can take. If not, we will try and take the middle. Okay, so they take. We're going to take the middle anyway. And I think they'll probably push a pawn because, yeah. It's okay, it's covered. Just make sure, let's get our other pieces out. Knight out e2. And then d3 or d4 is the question. I mean, we want to unleash this bishop, and normally, okay, cool. I think we can go for this straight away. And I know the computer, every time I do this, the computer says I do it wrong. So I'm just going to go straight out and go for it. Also, if they take, I correct my pawns. Okay, so this is also interesting. Now, they're going to bishop b7, which means they'll have two pieces looking at this pawn. So I can easily defend it again. Or I can push forward and just lock up the position. But first, I'm going to castle. So I can defend it two ways, just push forward or f3. d5, f3, which one's best? This kind of exposes the king a little bit, but that's not so... I mean, it's... Do you know what? We're just going to lock up the situation. Lock it up. And the question is, what do we do with this bishop? They're going to castle kingside. So... Okay, that's also interesting. Now... I overlooked that. I mean, I guess I've only got two options really. One is queen. Or one is just push the pawn. I'm thinking as well, maybe bishop over here, bishop g5. Takes, queen takes. It's not ideal. So I think, as much as I don't want to do it, I'm going to have to kind of do it. Now, the position's kind of locked, isn't it? It really is. So it's going to be interesting to see how we can get past this. Wow, relentless. I like it. They're eyeing up this pawn. So how can I defend that? I mean, can I defend that? I don't think I can. Am I being silly? No, I'm not. I really can't. I can't check because knight looks after that spot there. So they got their knights nicely into the game, didn't they? How can I try and get this? If they take, then I think knight comes in and causes me all sorts of grief. I've kind of got to do this, I think. Bishop a3. I might have to eliminate this. In fact, I'm going to eliminate that. Right, okay, so they protect it like so. Okay, it's not all doom and gloom. It means that this pawn now is kind of okay. I'm going to let them. If they want to take, they can take. They're going to win the pawn. Wow. Okay. Question is, do I take? Does that just invite them in? But then they're not going to take with this pawn. Surely they're not. I'm going to go for it. Because the whole idea was their knight was looking after this knight here. Okay, so now they can't castle this way, which is obviously helpful. I'd say I'm coming in. I'm going to try and get the queen in. Right, that's fine. That was always going to happen. I've got to check, but I can't check first because all they've got to do is that. So I need to get this out of the way. Now, I'm just going to push forward. I think that's a no-brainer. Now, knight can hit me, but we just take back. They take, queen takes. Okay, so we've got to check. We're just going to chuck that in for the time being. How do they want to... If knight defends, knight f6, then I'm probably going to take this other knight. Wow. Okay, so... Surely they don't want to... They're going to castle long. But I'm going to jump over here. Right, I'm gonna pin them. So if I take, they, okay, cool. So I'm going to take out this bishop. To me just looks useless. It's not doing a lot. Okay, now it would be quite nice to get this in here. Bishop e6, but I can't. They just take. They're currently looking at this as well, which means I need to defend it. How do I defend that? Really good question. Drop the queen back. Drop the queen back. Just defend it. And what about this? Yeah, I'm going to go for this. Now, are they going to go for this? I was thinking maybe I could try and open up the A file. Okay, so that doesn't quite work. So I'm going to jump in here. Everything's hanging. This pawn's hanging. But this knight's hanging. So do they just go back? I was thinking I could just take. Maybe just try and push this forward. I mean, I'm in a bad position. I shouldn't really be trading off pieces, but just wondering if there's any way I can try and force my way through. If I push again, they just push, don't they? It's not a bad shout, surely not. I think they don't take this pawn because... Right, so they shut that down. Now, come in here, protect the pawn. They might attack it again with the queen. But... I mean, crazier things have happened. If I can try and go in here... they kind of blocked me off, haven't they? Right, okay, so let's just try and support that again. I'm guessing pawn push. Just going to move forward. Okay, there it is. Now, hang on. If I take, say queen takes, check, and then haven't I... I'm going to go for it. We're going to try it. So there's check. Cheeky little tactic. I was totally losing and I pulled it out of the bag. What can I say? I'm happy. And I've also indulged in a lot of alcohol over the past few days, celebrating. So it's kind of nice to... I feel all right. I feel sharp, but I was worried that coming into this, I might play as badly as I did, and I did. So let's check it out. I didn't have any blunders, which was good. Been blundering a lot lately, so I'm happy with. That's good. That's good times. I will take that. Okay, cool. So let's check out what happened. Yeah, they just want him to take that pawn. It's free. I get it. Just take it. See, I've opened up this file, which I quite liked. What? I'm sorry? I'm so confused by that. So the best was to sack the knight, and if they take... So they don't even take. What happens if they take? Surely that's right, no? I'm so confused. Why? They've still got a space to go. I mean, I don't get it. Is that just really bad for them positionally? I mean, so they take. No. Say they take. I'm not seeing it. Check. But they just stop me, don't they? Right. Computer says take the bing. They take pawn. The computer is so weird, isn't it? It's so interesting seeing the absolute sort of best moves. And I just can't get my head around it all. It's just so bizarre sometimes. Okay. And I'm guessing it just looks pretty bad for them now, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Just move to the side. Wow, King F8. Applying the pressure. Wow. They still look relatively safe to me. Am I about to trade that off? Or I'm going to go forward and use the momentum here. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this is well complex. I mean, this is kind of... Yeah, some of these moves are ridiculous. And at this level, you're just not going to find them. So I looked at that for so long. I was just kind of intrigued by the whole kind of follow-up moves. That was slightly strange, to say the least. Anyway, this is what happens. Back to the normal 1700, 1600 level. Here we go. Yeah, should have gone up there. And I guess if they push, then I just drop back. And it's kind of bad to start pushing the pawns, I guess. But it's just pointless. I don't. Why did I do that? I just want them to move their pawns out. That's poor. That's poor form. Right, okay. That's poor as well. Just take the pawn. No, look at me. I'm just totally losing. 3.6. I mean, they'll just take the pawn. And that is just deadly. All they've got to do now is push the pawn here. And that is just horrible. That's just game over. Wow. This loses a bishop. Oh, God, because their bishop's just hanging. Oh, my gosh. What am I like? Wow. Bishop's hanging, so I go and... Oh my god, just take the bishop. It still amazes me how many mistakes at this level happen. I mean, like, for anyone, if they were watching this live, they'd be like, take the bishop, take the bishop. And I completely and utterly just didn't see it. And neither did they. I mean, it is just what happens. It's amazing. But anyway, okay, so then eventually they do this, and that's bad because I can then take, and that's a brilliant move. Go on, I saw it. Quick calculation. Happy with that. They take, big mistake. There's your check. Bosh. Come in. And it's good night. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. And hope you're all doing good out there. And we keep on going. We keep on moving. And I feel confident now around the sort of 1700 mark. And I just want to get a few more wins on the board. I just want to progress. Really want to do it. The new year's going to be me, I think. I'm going to try and sit down and really focus. It was my plan over Christmas, but it got way too boozy. So 2025 around the corner, we are going to get our learning hats on and try and get up there. Anyway, guys, take care. See you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.